He would thank you. The U.S. Supreme Court struck down a federal ban on bump stocks today. Former President Donald Trump's administration pushed for that ban in response to the mass shooting in Las Vegas in 2017. So this evening, Action News 5 is asking, how does reversing a ban on bump stocks impact the legality of other conversion devices like Glock switches? Action News 5's Kelly Cook live in studio with that story. And Kelly, there is a Tennessee connection to this Supreme Court ruling.
Yeah, Joyce, the Tennessee Firearms Association and Foundation offered an opinion urging the Supreme Court to strike down the ban. They say the ban was unconstitutional, despite fears that it put public safety at risk. Las Vegas 2017, a gunman opened fire at a country music festival, firing more than 1,000 rounds into a crowd in just 11 minutes. He was able to do it by converting a semi-automatic rifle into a weapon that can fire at a rate of hundreds of rounds a minute.
This is a bump stock here for an AK-47.
Monty Dabb says bump stocks were never big sellers inside his South Haven gun shop, even before the federal ban.
Majority of the guns that we sell are protection guns. People want to protect themselves, they want to protect their families.
But Friday, the Supreme Court reversed the 2018 ban on bump stocks. In a 6-3 ruling, Justice Clarence Thomas wrote the majority opinion saying a bump stock is not more effective in firing quicker rounds than, quote, a shooter with a lightning-fast trigger finger.
It's the outcome that we were hoping for and that we were expecting.
The Tennessee Firearm Association co-authored the amicus brief for the High Court ruling, calling the ban unconstitutional, stating the definition of a machine gun should be decided by Congress, not regulatory agencies like ATF.
This is a constitutionally protected right. We want civilians to have the ability to exercise that right to the full boundaries of whatever the constitutional limits are.
But it's another device for weapons that is becoming much more prevalent on Memphis streets.
You know, these Glock switches is probably one of the greatest threats that law enforcement face today.
Chief Deputy Anthony Buckner with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office says the small device attached to a handgun is readily available now, and like a bump stock, can fire rounds very quickly.
Now, there may be challenges just like the bump stock because the ATF did that as a regulatory interpretation. So that might end up failing just like bump stocks did.
Now, there are more than a dozen states that have their own bump stock bans that was passed after the federal ban in 2018. It appears those bans will remain in place. Now, Tennessee attempted to pass a bump stock ban, but it failed in the legislature. That bill was introduced by then state senator, now Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris. In studio, Kelly Cook, Action News 5.